I just before I just had some last thoughts. Tesehki, it's just this energy of her making impulsive decisions, harsh words, ego battles, and chasing validation faster than the spirit can actually guide. Tesehki is out of control. She could be in a position of being out of control. So this is it kind of gives me her signing energetic contracts and moving towards fame opportunities before thinking. So she needs to be careful. Her words as weapons, like interview, online posts, or drama being used as power. Especially when it comes to Chrisean and the rest of her family. I see her being more reactive over reflecting on stuff, and Spirit wants her to reflect and heal things with Chrisean and her family, but specifically with Chrisean. It gives me she is or she will be trying to control the narrative instead of letting her higher self lead it. So spiritually, I feel like she could allegedly in terms be cutting deals mid-fight and not realizing the price of what she's agreeing to energetically. So she definitely needs to be careful. There's something about a verbal pact moment. She might have said something out loud in a prayer that manifested quickly or will, but it's under an ego vibration. And then in tarot, Gemini is a magician and Virgo too. So Gemini energy can make spells with words. So she needs to be careful with what she says. So, and then this month, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. This is all about like impulsive promises returning to collect interest. So what did she promise to? And I feel like it has something to do with Chrisean. She is, and then Mercury retrograding is something about November specifically. They're gonna this energy this month is gonna force her to review what she spoke into existence. And then even with the Hangman reverse that kept coming out, I feel like there's something about Chrisean needing to spiritually surrender and have an ego martyrdom, like refusing to release control. Chrisean will still hang between heaven and chaos. I wanted to talk about, it's like whatever that deal with the devil is that she's already done or will, it has something to do with Chrisean. So this also could be Chrisean rejecting divine stillness, trying to save or outshine rather than transcend. So her or Tesehki, I feel like Chrisean is spiritually stuck between, because she refuses to see things from a higher perspective. Somebody refuses to see things from a higher perspective. And she can feel or will feel betrayed or misunderstood. But Spirit's saying you can't control divine timing. So, and it also symbolizes there's something around spiritual exhaustion and rebellion against fate. So if a deal was made, say for instance, if both sisters made a deal, Tesehki's deal would be mental while Chrisean's will be emotional. So, oh, that's the connection. They're both tied to whatever this is because she won't detach from old cycles. Both women, once again, are mirroring each other. So one will speed up while one should slow down. But if both keep trying to speed up, other things or other energies could cling to what should be released. If that makes sense. It goes back to the other video. They trigger each other's shadow. So that could be some sort of mental burnout. Because I kept feeling like Tesehki can't rest. Somebody can't sleep. Or expose words or both. And then it's like emotional unraveling or spiritual awakening or both. And this would trigger each other's shadows. So spiritually, once again, this is a mirror contract between these two. And there's some other deals that has been made or will be possibly be made. I'm going to say both are tempted by the same devilish architect. So who's going to make the deal? Or who's not going to make the deal? And it's all about ego, fame, and instant validation. And I feel like Tesehki is something about rushing to claim a story, training peace for the spotlight. While Chrisean, she's going to refuse to pause. So she could trade being wise or being in a position to have wisdom for chaos. So together, this is like a karmic collision. Is that why Spirit kept showing me the cards? Like two souls locked in a spiritual mirror and each projecting what the other can't face. So neither essentially is the devil, but both keep shaking hands with him through pride, pain, and public energy battles. They're not necessarily enemies. They're just karmic reflections of each other. One moves too fast to think while the other refuses to stop and see. So Spirit is saying if either truly surrenders to the ego, the deal will dissolve overnight. Now, if they continue in that energy, then child, let's just wait to see what happens. But they're supposed to dissolve this just negative energy and heal the situation between each other. Let's see what they do. Bye.